Okay, this video is on practicing factoring. Here's the problem you have. If you know how to do it, you can pause it and see if you can do it. You're going to first draw your box. Always in the top left-hand corner goes the x squared. In the bottom left is going to be that number, that last number, that unit number, which is 10. You're going to have something x, something x. Quadratic equations go ax squared plus bx plus c. A is the number in front of x, a is 1, b is 7, c is 10. You're going to come over here and go a times c. A times c is 1 times 10, which gives you 10. You want to find the factors of 10. You have 1 and 10, negative 1 and negative 10, 2 and 5, negative 2 and negative 5. Now, when we were multiplying these two boxes right here, you were adding them together. Well, now I'm going to take the factors and I'm going to add them together. I want to find the factors that add together to give me my middle term, b. So when I add here, I get 11. I add here, I get negative 11. I add, I get 7. Well, that's exactly what I need. So there are my two terms. So I'm going to put a 2 and a 5 right here. Now, to be able to find my factors, x squared splits up as x and x. X times what gives you 5x plus 5. X times what gives you 2x plus 2. So my answer, my factors, is x plus 2 times x plus 5. If you want to check that in the graphing calculator, you put the original problem into y1. You put what you believe the answer is into y2. Press second, graph, and when you look at the table, all the y1 numbers should equal the y2, should be the same. The next one, right here, I would pause the video and come back and see how you do. I'm going to draw the box right here. And in the top left-hand corner goes x squared. And in the bottom right goes the last term, which is negative 10. This will be something x, something x. Now I have a is 1, b is negative 3, c is negative 10. Now I have a times c. 1 times negative 10 is negative 10. I need to find the factors of negative 10. I have 1 and negative 10, negative 1 and 10, 2 and negative 5, or negative 2 and 5. I need to now find the ones that add up together to give me my middle term of negative 3. This is negative 9, 9, there's my negative 3. There's my terms, 2 and negative 5. So now when I go to factor, x squared splits up as x and x. X times what gives you negative 5x? Negative 5. X times what gives you 2x? Plus 2. My solution, x plus 2 times x minus 5. I would always go back and check my answer to make sure that I put that into y1, that into y2. You can also always take your factors right here, put them in the box, and go back the other way, x plus 2 and x minus 5, and find and work it out using the box to see if you get your answer. The next one, pause the video and see how you do. I would draw the box, and in the top left-hand corner I would put x squared. In the bottom right, I would put 10. Now I have something x and something x. Well, on this one, I have a is 1, b is 8, c is 10. A times c, I have 1 times 10 is 10. I need the factors of 10. 1 and 10, negative 1 and negative 10, 2 and 5, negative 2 and negative 5. I need to find the ones that add up together to give me 8. Well, this gives me 11, negative 11, 7, and negative 7. There are no factors that give me 8. That just means that this problem is not factorable. And that's all you would do from right now. Now, later on in the units, we'll be able to find out how to use the quadratic formula in order to answer that. The next one, I want you to pause the video, come back and see how you did. I will draw my box, and in the top left-hand corner, I'll put x squared. In the bottom right, I will put 2. Something x, something x. A is 1, B is 3, C is 2. A times C. 1 times 2 is 2. The factors of 2 are 1 and 2, or negative 1 and negative 2. When I add these together, remember, because these two terms add together, I get 3 and I get negative 3. 3 is what I need, and so I put a 1 and a 2 there. To split up x squared, I have x and x. X times what is 2x plus 2. X times what is 1x plus 1. My solution is x plus 1 times x plus 2. The next one, we have 2 more. I would pause the video and see how you do. I will again draw the box, same steps every time. In the top left-hand corner, I will put 4x squared. In the bottom right, I will put 3. Something x, something x. I have to do A, B, and C. A is 4, B is 13, C is 3. A times C, 4 times 3 is 12. I need the factors of 12 that give me 13. I have 1 and 12, negative 1 and negative 12, 2 and 6, negative 2, negative 6, 3 and 4, negative 3 and negative 4. You really don't have to do all of these if you can find it out from the beginning, knowing that these two have to add together. Well, right here, these add together to give me 13, my middle number. So I have a 1 and a 12 now. Okay, the problem is that 4x squared can split up as 4x and x, or 4x up here and x, or 2x and 2x. So you have to look at these two boxes right here. Out of these two boxes, what is the GCF, the greatest common factor? 4 goes into both of them, and so 4 goes here, and I put an x. 4x times what gives you 4x squared? Well, an x goes here. Now I have 4 times what is 12, plus 3. X times what is 1x, plus 1. My solution is 4x plus 1 times x plus 3. Now you could have written it as x plus 3 times 4x plus 1. Either way doesn't matter. Okay, this is the last problem. I want you to pause the video and come back and see how you do. I'm going to draw my box. And in my left-hand corner, I have 3x squared. My bottom right is 3. I have something x, something x. A is 3. B is 10. C is 3. I'm going to have A times C, 3 times 3. And then you're going to go 9. I have 9 times 1, negative 9 times negative 1, 3 times 3, or negative 3 times negative 3. I want to find the ones that add up together to give me 10. Right here, this gives me 10. That's all I need, are those factors right there. So now I put a 9 here and a 1 here. Find the GCF out of these two boxes. It is an x. Now out of these two, this is going to be a 3x. Now, x times what gives me 1x? Plus 1. 3 times what gives me 9x? Plus 3. My answer is x plus 3 times 3x plus 1.